Hello peoples, we're here at Egret Tours Marina because it's the only settlement where I had an empty workbench. I want to show you the item duplication glitch so that you guys can build up your building material supplies and be able to make plenty of nice large settlements and not have to worry about running around scrapping things. This is a day one glitch. The game came out of the box. In 8 years of updates, they didn't feel like they needed to fix it, so we might as well use it. First thing you want to do is go into build mode. Make sure there's nothing on the ground here that can be scrapped, or you're going to accidentally pick that up when you're trying to do your duplication. Now you want to go into your inventory. Go into your junk. Now any junk that you want to duplicate, I should say building materials, not junk. It has to be the materials themselves. You want to drop that on the ground. On the PS4 you're going to use your square button. So you can see here we have 500 aluminum and 500 bone. I'm just going to drop those on the ground. And exit the menu. You can see them here on the ground. And you want to enter build mode. You want to highlight what you want to duplicate. Now this takes a series of quick button presses. You want to hit store and scrap almost simultaneously. You want to hit the scrap button first, which on PS4 is your square button, and then you want to hold in your store button, and you want to do this in quick succession. If you do it right, you'll see two menus on the screen. If you only see one, just go to no and close it out. Okay, so now we see the two menus and I'm holding in the store button. While you're holding the store button, you want to hit X to scrap, and then you'll have store underneath. You want to hit X again to store. We'll do that on both of these. Scrap, then store. It can be tricky to get the timing down, but once you get it, it's fairly easy. Scrap, then store. We can exit build mode, and if we go to our workbench, you can see now we have double the amount that we dropped on the ground. We have 500 because we scrapped it, and we have 500 because we stored it. You can continue to do this as much as you want. You can get as many building materials as you want. If we take this, bring it back out to a clear area, drop them on the ground again, enter build mode. Then scrap store until you get the double menu. Scrap, store, scrap, store. It's gonna give me a hard time now because I'm doing a video. Scrap, store, scrap, store, scrap, store. See, once you get the timing down, it's pretty easy. Go back in your workbench, and you can see we've doubled it again. So every time you do that, you're going to double the amount you have. The important thing to remember is you never want to go over 30,000. If you try to drop 30,000 as one lump sum, every time you go to pick it up, the game is going to crash on you. What I always do is build a safe, a floor safe, and when I get to 30,000 of any item, I'll store it in the floor safe and then start all over again. If you have 30,000 and you want to duplicate 30,000, you can if you split it in half. So if we were going to drop 30,000, it gives you an option when you drop it that you can change the amount that you're going to drop. If you just use your shoulder buttons, we can go over and we can cut that in half. So if you had 30,000, you could do the 30,000 but not all at once. Split it into 2 hunks of 15,000. The same thing is going to go if you try to move something from the workbench to another storage container. If you try to move too much at one time and store it in the container, it's going to revert back to a lower amount. So you always want to try to make sure that you don't move any more than 30,000 of any item at one time. You do that with all of your build items, and the next thing you know, you're going to have a nice inventory of supplies that you can connect to all of your settlements, and you'll be able to build anything that you want to build. I hope that's useful. I hope you guys figure it out easy enough. If you have any questions, you can drop me a message on this post and I'll see if I can answer it for you. Take care, guys.